we have monthly or weekly type of deployments, which creates a rush towards the deployment days, deployment time. So why not to practice more continuous deployment, which will standardize and make the deployment more routine task. And measurement, as the next principle, we are more involved in the measurement in terms of continuous improvements. Like we get the signals and try to improve in our infrastructure. And using the new trendy collaboration tools, which lets you to discuss using the collaboration tools which mentions which hashtags like Datadog and the other examples. And next one is information sharing between the teams. Each team has a different type of experience on different type of tools, practices, containerization, orchestration, and even configuration management. I have experience in different teams have different approaches, which may have some advantages between all. Why not to let them to share their ideas, share their experiences routinely between each other. And ChatOps boosts DevOps. You can use ChatOps using tools like chat tools like Slack, HipChat. You can even code yourself to use some on your own scripts, which helps you to which helps the collaboration between the two teams. As you know, Hubot. If you just write Hubot GitHub status, and it's up to your imagination. You can use the chat tools. Injecting the bot inside your current chat tools. And the first practice as infrastructure as code, we code our infrastructure like we treat to our programming language code. We keep it in version control, we version it, we deploy it, and we deploy our code using this infrastructure code. So why not to keep everything in our code, and why not to use the principle to boot up all our infrastructure, use our code repository? What changed? It existed previously. We call it configuration management. Still we call it configuration management, but it's evolving forward towards infrastructure as code, which we don't push a button anymore. We just code what we have in our infrastructure. We don't need to push a button to configure something. The next is continuous delivery practice. So first of all, we need to distinguish between continuous integration, continuous delivery, and continuous deployment. Beginning with continuous integration, moving forward to continuous delivery, and decide if we need continuous deployment or not in our entity. And distinguishing between deployment and release. Deployment is not released, but we may deploy to the even production, but not releasing to users. This is a practice that I personally also like and apply, which gives you flexibility. You deploy the production, but you don't release to the end users. So why? You can make performance tests, you can make security tests, and even you can make integration tests on real production environment. And why not practice trunk-based development? Honestly, I want to even propose these two topics during the open sessions. If you want to join, deployment is not release, and practice trunk-based development. So the teams are afraid of practicing trunk-based development, and I am open to discuss this during open sessions. And next practice is test automation. We have a different type of tests after unit and integration component tests. So these usually does not link with the deployment pipeline. So the security tests, performance tests, and UI tests can be easily integrated with your deployment pipeline. So my proposition is a simple proposition who for the teams, for the entities who want to move forward DevOps culture and are in the beginning level. So select 2 or 3 projects. Okay, from the first project, apply continuous delivery practices. On the second project, use some, try to integrate, try to begin with some infrastructure as code, or even Dockerize your application. For the next third project, try to automate all the test requirements. So obviously, each project will have their own story, and they will be sharing experiences, and the roles will be changing by time. And the optimal configuration for the entity will be converging after you change the roles in each iteration or after some couple of iterations. Thank you. So it's up to you. Either you adapt the change or you lose the competition or you lose the developers. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the 4 ignites. And now it's time that we start the open sessions. And now I would like to invite Dance to the stage to determine the open space subjects.
All right. Hey everybody, it's me again, the loud Canadian. It's time for open sessions. We had a good round yesterday. We had a lot of great chats yesterday. I even managed to find a table or two where they were speaking English, so I got to participate a little bit yesterday, which was really, really nice. But what was really nice to see was that so many people were comfortable talking, bringing up interesting subjects, breaking off into their own discussion groups. This is the whole idea, right? So we're going to do the same thing today. Again, the watchword is respect, and the ideas we're coming up with here, it's all about you generating them. So, we're going to do the same thing as yesterday. If you're here for yesterday, it's the same thing today. I'm going to come up with the ideas, write them down on the paper, and then, and only then, we will proceed to the voting. And then once that's done, coffee, bio break, etc., etc. Okie dokie? Anybody have any questions about how this process works? No? All right. Well, it's time to start proposing some ideas then. Or we can just call it, that's cool. Well, if we don't have any ideas, I mean, we can break for the weekend. It's up to you guys. I'm not going anywhere. My plane doesn't leave for a few hours, so. No, we're good? Nobody's got anything they want to talk about? Oh, we have one. Super.
Architecture and DevOps.
Architecture and DevOps.
Dependencies also.
Sure, why not? What kind of architecture?
We have?
Like planes or hangars, buildings, that sort of thing?
Of course, software.
Oh, software architecture. Oh, okay.
Actually, the full architecture of your enterprise.
Very good. So enterprise architecture and DevOps. Yeah. There we go. That's a good topic. Anyone else? Well, it's a good topic because so far it's the only topic. So that's all we're going to talk about. Look at you. Can I name a few from yesterday off the top of my head? No. What were some ones we did yesterday? Can anybody help me out here? Can anyone else name some we did yesterday? So I'm not the only one who forgot them.
There was a DevOps with database changes.
Yes, that's right. That was good. So how do you do DevOps? Whoa. All right there, buddy? Okay, good. How are you handling, well, you know, database changes in a DevOps or CI/CD environment. Really what you're talking about there is how do you deal with state change in a CI/CD environment. It's very important. So that's a good topic.
You never accept the failure.
What's that?
You see, just, you never accept the failure.
Yes, exactly. We have some other topics here?
Deployment is not release.
You can talk if you want, man. I can use a microphone right there, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first topic I suggest is deploy is not release.
Deploy is not release.
Yeah.
Very good.
And the second is trunk-based development.
Trunk-based development.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that means. So why don't you mention that a little bit more? What's trunk-based development?
Okay, I want to mention about, discuss more about the branching strategies. And
okay.
Using the over-branching kills the continuous delivery and deployment process. Not kills, but let's say stresses.
Very good.
And more using the main trunk for the commits rather than the branches. And in which cases it's may called over-branching, in which case it's like real.
Perfect. Perfect. Excellent topics. Does anybody else have anything they want to talk about? I know we're tired. I get it. It's Saturday. Yesterday was pretty intense. We had a full round this morning. Everybody's drinking some coffee, right? Maybe you're thinking about what you're going to do tomorrow. I get it. All right? But again, just like yesterday, I say the same thing I said then. Now is the time to have those resources available to you, to have those people in front of you, to tap into that collective knowledge that you're not getting anywhere else. So if you have some ideas, some things you want to talk about, anything at all related to stuff we learned about yesterday, this morning, things you want to know about a little bit more, now's the time.
Hello, this is Mehmet Ali. My topic is DevOps role at the distributed software development.
Right on, brother. Good topic. Got another one right behind there?
Hello, my name is Bora. My question is how to convince all-in-one man in companies about DevOps.
How to convince the what now?
All-in-one man.
The all-in-one man.
Do you remember from yesterday?
Yes, I do. Very good. How to convince the all-in-one man in companies about DevOps. Very good. Very good. Who here has read Phoenix Project? Anybody read the Phoenix Project? It's a book, Phoenix Project? No one? Wow. Okay, one person. Very good. Two people. Very good. So this is it's a fiction story. As a piece of fiction, it's mediocre. But as a parable about DevOps and how to integrate DevOps in environments, and especially deal with the so-called all-in-one man, it's actually got quite a lot of lessons to learn. So check that out, Phoenix Project.
I have more about measurements.
I'm sorry?
Measurements. Yeah. Measurements.
Measurements.
Yeah, more about measurements.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, feet, inches, kilograms. I get it. Measurements.
Yeah, one more already.
You can announce your same.
Right on. All right, good. Tamoli, that's a fun measurement. Those mats they use in Japan, that's a good measurement too. N'importe quoi. Does anybody else have any ideas? Stuff they want to talk about today? We can also recycle some of the ones from yesterday. That's fine too. We had a lot of good discussion groups yesterday as well. So we're under no obligation to even touch any of the stuff we're talking about today. We can go back to some of the stuff we were talking about yesterday as well. Has anybody here ever tried to hire someone? Has anybody ever interviewed someone? At all? No? Handful of people? Is this easy to do, interviewing? Would you say that this is just, yeah, okay, you talk to someone for about 5 minutes and you know immediately whether or not they're the right person for the job? I would say that's probably not true. Yesterday, one of the interesting discussions I got to take part in was problems with interviewing. Okay? How do you gauge whether the person that's sitting in front of you is going to be the person that's going to take your business to the next level? That wasn't a topic that was proposed yesterday. That's just something that happened. It was organic, and it was an excellent discussion. What does it have to do with DevOps? Everything. DevOps is culture, DevOps is people, DevOps is process. Interviewing is a big part of that. Maybe that's a potential topic. I don't know if I'm allowed to propose them, but if someone else wanted to talk about that, I would invite them to write it down on a little piece of paper and pin it on a board. Any more ideas? Oh, I got one over here. Very good. What? Come on down, brother. Don't be shy.
First one is ticket life cycle. And the other one is challenging, I think. End user release management for 724 applications.
Ah, yes. That is a tricky problem. Very good. Whoop. How about I just give you the other one back? Thanks. Anyone else? You got them? Right on, brother.
Hi, my name is Murat. I want to ask any other tools like OpenSCAP.
Yeah, oh, it's a good question. Good. I'd never heard of OpenSCAP before this morning, which is shocking to me. Has anybody else ever seen OpenSCAP or used OpenSCAP? Is it new for everybody, or is it just me? Am I the last person on earth who'd never heard of OpenSCAP? No, it's new? Okay, cool, right on, phew. Thought I'd been like magically transported to a land where a piece of key technology had been hidden from me and only me. The ramifications of that are terrifying. Any other ideas, topics to present? No? Want to write one up? Yeah, you do. Come on. Good stuff. Oh man, I could use a coffee. Scope. Interesting. Yeah, you gotta read it out, man.
Okay. My name is Fırat, and I want to talk about the scope black hole in DevOps. So, generally, anything that is not a developer responsibility, make it managing servers or even sometimes formatting computers, it's always the DevOps responsibility, and how to get rid of that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That particular subject is close to my heart, that one, I got to admit, but good stuff. Anything else? This is good. This is a good little selection, honestly. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. I suppose anything else? Like, it doesn't have to be technology, right? We could be talking about a lot of different things. In fact, we've already seen a lot of different things this morning. Talking about security, talking about the enterprise, talking about compliance, right? Talking about legalities, talking about all these things in the context of working in the technology industry. Are we good? I think we're good. I think we're good. We're good. Does everybody remember how to vote? Does everybody remember how to vote? Who can tell me how to vote? Anyone? A single dot. Very good. How many dots? Single dot. There you go. Exactly. Thank you. Put one dot beside each of the ones you are interested in. If you're me and you're holding a microphone, you get to put 4 dots. That's a privilege. But you only get to put 1 dot beside each of the ones that you want to be talking about. But feel free to put as many dots as you want, one at a time, on as many topics that are interesting to you. And that's it. We're going to do the voting process. We're going to put those onto the schedule and assign them slots, just like yesterday. And then critically, once you've voted, you can go and have some coffee, for God's sake, some coffee. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good open session.
Verdim ama iyi ifade bilmiyorum. Nasıl ifade ederim bilmiyorum yani.
Adını söyle abi.
Dur şuraya yazalım. Adını da yazalım. Şuraya. How can we prepare our customer agility?
Thanks. There's a new topic also. Check out it too, please.